Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, it's Terlord here, and today we are moving onwards. We are moving onwards with Dream of the Nioh Underworld Expeditions. Finally, after quite a while of just passing through the... how should I call it? Passing through the underworld, I was able to actually get at least something out of it. So in before I had this Yasakani Magatama since pretty much the beginning of Dream of the Nioh, and now I got myself this thing, this bottle with purified melee damage increase against purified enemies, as well as the set requirement. Yes, I lost slot on ninjutsu hit, but I have slot on magic hit, which is better in some ways. Because accumulation from Lightning Talisman works successfully. It's not the best one, and I had previously had another one of those bottles, but it was different from what I had and didn't have set bonus requirements reduced, which I personally am using. Additionally, I have got myself a new Hayabusa boots, changed the attire of my main character, got these little boots here, as well as I got... what else I got? Well, I got this one. This one we'll be using mainly to get its familiarity all the way up to max and transform bonus of this weapon into Kusarigama and change back to the axe that I had here, which had the grace that I needed. Anyway, that's long story short. No progression off stream when it comes to Underworld, but we'll see how things are going to go. Into the Underworld, starting from floor 35. Sure thing. It's going to be interesting to see how those new things are going to work out in the end. But first things first, I'm gonna grab some buffs here and there. Of course, I'm going to grab this and this, as well as Mercy. Hello to you too, and thank you. And we're moving onwards. Using those pills just to increase the damage out of it. No problem, my brother watched them and kinda liked them. So that's why... that's why he left such a nice comment there. Okay, so while carrying this weapon, I will not going to have my stacks from Izanagi set. The last part of the set bonus that Izanagi provides are the 3 stacks, which increase damage, which increase health regen, as well as stamina regen, depending on how many stacks you have. will get to those quite fast anyway. That's one. That's the second one. Another one here. And when it comes to this soldier over there, and this should do. Yep. That's all for those who are sitting on the rooftops. Okay, so the first Kadama is right below me. Yep. Oh, so there were many people here. That was bad. I thought I got rid of most of those guys, but I forgot the fact that there will be more. Okay, what did I want to do here? Wanted to buy some more bullets for a rifle. Going to basically do the same thing I did before, except this time, before going inside that building, I'm going to make sure that there is going to be no one outside of that building. Okay, one more here, and that's it for the rooftops. This is the one who aggroed this guy inside. Yeah, that plus 20% purity buff actually does matter. I'm speaking about this one. Well, it's not 20%, it's 19.6. But still. Well, shoot. he going to heal up? He should. Well, nope, he doesn't. I mean, usually they do heal up. This is what I was expecting there. Okay, going here just to collect the loot, all of that ammunition, arrows. No, I'm not using arrows, I'm mostly using rifle and the cannon. Still going to pick it up. Oh, come on. Well, they sure take their sweet time. When they're getting up, that's for sure. It's like they're waiting for some kind of an invitation. Come on, come on. One buff is from is standing where I came from. So I might make a short detour just to get it. Okay, now who might that be? 3 attacks and 2 attacks sometimes. And sometimes 1. Yeah, this buff is inside. Thankfully, I can aggro this thing without any sort of problems. Get the fire buff on the weapon. This is why I wasn't doing that much key damage or HP damage on that target. Alright, so the last buff is going to be a summoner. A summoner buff. Yep, all good. All good. Okay, so with boots I reached the maximum familiarity, but not with the weapon. How much there is for the weapon? Well, I'm almost there. More than halfway through. So we are back at the same looking boss stage. For some bosses it changed before. Alright, let's see who are we dealing with. My bad. have this tendency of using the fireball at the beginning. And because of that, losing quite a lot of HP or dying. It's kind of also interesting that for the battle against Benkei, they are giving you this companion. They do share a bond between each other. So I guess after this stage I can change the weapon back to what I've been using. Wow, they're popping so fast when you have this last gamble pill. Well, the same thing can be said about the main character as well. If you get hit, it won't be looking good. It didn't cut the horn. I was hoping for it to cut the horn, but it didn't. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to give you this. I do have some Grace inheritance weapon with the Grace that I'm using. It's just now having to find a better weapon that is going to have different Grace so that I can change it. So that I can change mine into that new one. I don't remember exactly where was I going in this stage last time. Probably here also, and there. I'm just gonna go here. Why not? stupid zombies. Always trying to prone there, so that my attacks are going to whiff. Oh, yeah. Well, if not me, then the cat is going to do it. Oh, so many soul cores. Soul cores and regular items do share the same inventory space. If you're going to take a closer look at maximum inventory capacity, you're going to see that if you get rid of soul cores, you also empty the general inventory space. But the scrolls, on the other hand, they are their own. They have their own inventory space. So we have to watch out for that as well. For scrolls, it's like 80 maximum that you can carry at once, and for items and soul cores, that's 700. The easiest thing about those armored Cyclops is when they are going for like covering themselves, guarding, you still do a lot of damage against them, so it's really good if they are going to try to decide to guard, especially if you have something like Water Sword, Reaper, you're just going to blast through them. Okay, so I've checked everything here. Now we need to go into the other direction. Now, I don't know exactly how much those buff enhancers increase your overall damage output. My guess is not by that much. Did I lost somewhere? Ah, yes, I lost enemy sensor. Gee, no wonder I can't really see what's going on here. I only see big targets. I believe one of those buffs are going to be like over in that village, and the other one is going to be either there as well or here. I might as well go for the village first. Now there are going to be some nasty enemies here. But with the right approach, it's not going to be that hard to deal with them. It's really good that I at least like got some items to change, because I haven't been changing my items for quite a while, just because I just couldn't get anything good. Oh, of course. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Like how he missed that second hit. I already was thinking that he's going to be able to connect it, but no. Another Scampus. Mimic? Yep. In each mission, I expect to see at least like 1 or 2 mimics. Okay. No, don't fall. He just fell. Now I have to get all the way back there. Well, on the other hand, Kasha Soul Core actually helps a lot. This moving from place to place. Oh well, there's nothing there. They like to armor up when they change their skin color, they are armoring up. And I got the last buff. Sweet. Might as well get rid of the enemies that are remaining here. Oh. Yep, one more enemy remaining, and can go into the boss room. Maximum familiarity. Nice. Now let's see. Only monkey, right? I'm asking just because I don't have the enemy sensor, and that's it. Yep, only the monkey. And no one else. Now where was my axe? Okay, get all those buffs. Okay, no fireball right away. And I died. Because I wasn't paying attention. Come on. First of all, it's interesting that this thing has an animation of grab. It goes for a grab, but before doing the grab, it kind of hits you first. So it's sort of giving you time to react. Sort of. Whoa. The awkwardness of that laser beam's range and where it's going to hit is just the same as Dark Souls 3 dragon fight inside of that mountain. The last DLC. Figuring out where exactly will it hit, it's kind of hard. Okay. I'm pretty sure that that's... yeah, some info about him. Blacksmith... believe so much. Yeah, so I need this, and then I need... wait, it doesn't transform. What if I unlock this? Let's see again. Also, it does not even... oh, wait a second. Okay, now I see. Now I see what's the problem. So if it already has the similar looking thing like active skill damage in this case, it will not going to transform what I want. Well, on the other hand, I do have a way to somehow still get the stat that I want. It requires me to go into the storehouse. Search for Kusarigamas. Because I'm pretty sure I have something like this in here. Kusarigama without transform bonus stamina. Guard key consumption. Transform bonus constitution. That's Marcy's Grace. Well, here I have the one with the Grace Inheritance. They all have this stat that can be transferred. And none of them without the stat that I can change. Oh wait, but that means I have to also level them up with familiarity. I thought that the process is actually going to be way easier. That one thing is going to change another one. Nope. Because it already has the stat that has same icon here. So, nope. Alright. If that's the case, then that's the case. Well, then we move onwards. Disaster of a situation. So now I have to keep in mind, so if the weapon already has, or if the item already has, like here for example, active skill damage, and near it there is this icon, even if you have something like, where is it? Something like this. Transform bonus and also this icon, it will not going to override active skill damage. And unfortunately, manually, I cannot get rid of active skill key damage using blacksmith. Like the item has to not have such stat whatsoever on it, like something that can be transferred, because it will not going to override. And that's not good. That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I finally find something good, but as things goes, it's not that easy to change one item for another one. As the game will simply not allow you to do so. You have to have, like, nothing has to be locked whatsoever on the item. Well, now I know it at least. The second one doesn't even... What? The second guy was not even going to help the one that started to attack me. That's strange. Yeah, so you aggro on me. What's next? You can get to me, right? Yeah, like, so far so good. Oh, really? First thing he does, slot talisman. Of course. Well, he's tougher than usual, even though I don't actually remember him at all. There you go. Got myself a first bar, just need a couple more to go. I could have dropped down there, but don't see a reason why. Need to get to that spinning wheel and work my way from there. I know where another one of those buffs is. I don't think I can get there from here. No, not the lightning. Oh, come on. And yeah, I think that Mitsuyo Kusarigama is always going to have some kind of locked stat. I never seen one without locked stats. Not even once. They always had locked stat. Which probably means that I need to change Kusarigamas. The one that also has to have purity but doesn't have to have any locked stats whatsoever. And by locked, I mean those stats that can be transferred. That's going to be a challenge one to get. Because even Earthfall Kusarigamas, they still have locked stats on them. Earthfall Kusarigama is another one of those Kusas that have purity effect on them. So I don't know. I will see. Maybe this kind of means that I have to equip a completely different type of Kusarigama, the one that doesn't have like purity or something like that at all, and work my way from there. I don't know. Wait, did I forget? No, I didn't. I was opening the door. I was opening the door and he command grabs me. What a nuisance. You bastard. Come on. Why do you even do that to begin with? Well, now I at least know. Now I at least know. This one's really beefy. Took 2 Kasha Soul Cores to knock him out. Okay. Have to drop down here. That's buff number 3. Then I have to get back up there and move onwards. If that's even possible from here. I mean, it should be. Yeah, it is. It's a loop. Got the last buff. By the way, I am going to try and, at least during this stream, not to stress out the fact that those missions are keep repeating themselves over and over and over and over again. And I'm not even halfway through the underworld. You're as obnoxious as ever, right? That 360 turnaround, I specifically even dodged to not to get hit by that laser, but that was too early. If I waited for like a second, then yes. Yeah, because if you don't wait... Man, those teleports. So it works both with a burst counter that dodges and the one that parries. Nice. Even if it's like hitting you from all over the screen, it still works. I don't know, actually sometimes it doesn't. Against the mage with Naginata it didn't. When he casts his blade attack, the one that flies in your direction, and you have to dodge it. Back into the mission where I already was before. Hello. I still don't understand how with restock of ammunition I have no ammo left. This is very uncomfortable. I have to go on the second floor first to get the buff, and then go on the first floor. Nah, not gonna bother with you. Those guys are specifically annoying if you give them space. If they switch to Kusarigama, that's even more obnoxious. Only the fox. Okay. Open the shortcut. And my buff almost ran out. Well, doesn't last that long. With Hellish Hack, also all you need to do, especially if you strike them from behind, just start beating them, beat them hard. They're only threatening if they see you first. And they start dashing and charging around. Their command grab is not that scary though. Very like has a huge delay before it's cast. Can I stop getting some bad RNG? Those enemies. Like, I'm trying to open the chest, and then there is a mimic, and then there is this guy. Of course. Had to waste so much on him. Yeah, come on. I know you can technically stop their shouting by just hitting them. Can they stop appear in the most awkward places? Trying to get the loot and instead I have to fight against a whole bunch of enemies. Opening a chest, seeing a mimic, and then another one attacks me. I mean, another enemy attacks me. Annoying. You guys are really annoying. Sweet. Wow. Whew. Yeah, I see. Did I missed one Kadama on the other side? I think I did. God damn. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's no way for me to get there from this side. Oh, that's better. Okay. Now that attack whiffs. Wait, but there is no buff there. Really? Okay, he retaliates. Can I at least know about that? And then he dodges. That doesn't matter. Yeah, heal up. Yeah. Brave Demon Hunter armor. Okay. So I'm missing just one buff. Scroll of Nioh. Beats me. If it's good or not, I'll collect it. Okay, so where exactly have I missed the last buff? It's somewhere at the beginning. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, over to this side, most likely. Stop jumping around. Like, I know he's ninja and everything, but he's still going to go down. It's not like as much of a choice. This one was not spreading corruption, my bad. Well, I had to take guesses. Oh, yeah. So the place where I needed to use burst counter, I used hammer instead. And it wasn't a really good idea. It was actually a very bad idea. Yeah, last Gambit Peel empowers attack severely. The only problem is that it doesn't last for long. We traded, but it's not in my favor. Stand there for a second. There is a chariot, right? Is that it? Still don't see the one who is spreading corruption. Still. Oh, because it's a birdman, a giant one. That should be better. Oh, come on, really? you done already? Yes. Four buffs secured. Onwards. And our next opponent... I didn't do that. Well, not that I've expected much from him. Well, the game is going to start throwing more than one boss at me. Like, one and then another one. Guess at the same time, when it's going to stop rehashing the same missions. Which is never. Come on, come on. No, no, no. I don't want to aggro the other one. Come on. Of course, there's going to be a dock, and then there's going to be another one patrolling. But I mean, it's all good still. I was trying to burst counter, but, well, considering how debuffed he was, that was not a good idea. Of course. Don't want to deal with that thing. Stop wiggling around. See, my problem, again, I'm going to repeat myself, but my problem is not entirely with the fact that missions are repeating themselves. My problem is that they do it way too early into the underworld. Like, we are at floor 43, and I'm pretty sure that most of the stages where I have been, I already have been there like 3 times already, without any sort of change into enemy variety or anything like that. So yeah, you can repeat stages, just don't repeat enemies, don't do that often. Like, there are many more stages in the game, so why exactly do that? It beats me. I find that extremely annoying, because there is like 138 stages of the underworld, and what are we going to like replay each stage for like 6 to 7 times with bare minimum changes or none of the changes whatsoever? That's not how you do things. It's polar opposite. There is going to be an aberrant soldier shooting me. Actually, no, it's going to be a skeleton this time. Again, like, repeat stages, just don't do it that often, and don't repeat them 100% the same. It's very obvious that it's a very cheap trick to prolong your adventure in this endgame mode. Not because you're going to see something new, but because you're going to be going through pretty much the same thing over and over again. Because if we are going to take into consideration, like, say for example Diablo 3, which had shards, or Grim Dawn, which again had similar looking thing. They didn't repeat it that obvious. And there was a good amount of time that was passing between each time you enter like the same stage. There is a gap. There is a good gap between that. And even if you enter the same stage, there is a difference in enemy variety. And it's not like I have to fight the same enemies at the same places all over again. Okay, 2 out of 4 buffs. Might as well just get one more and get on with it. I think I forgot to open up a shortcut. Yeah, I did. Mimic. Nope. There is going to be a mimic, I'm sure of it. Oh, there is a chest on the other side of this wall, but I don't really care about it. Lit the fire, kill the monkey, kill the dog, and kill the skeleton all at the same time. Of course I have to deal with this guy now. Dude. Gee, I wonder. Can a fight against them be less tedious? Wow. I hate them so much. Just that every time when, well, at least when their horn is cut off, they will going to do their thing again. Okay. I'm gonna bother with them. Going all the way back. I just hate that enemy so much. Okay, Mr. Mage, start using your magic spells. That's not damage over time effect. That's me standing in something that does damage over time effect, which is not counterable with... How was it called? I have it like... Yes, tenacity damage over time. This does only work against debuffs. Well, not debuffs, but dot effects that you see on your thing there, like when you are on fire or something like that. Can we both just stop missing? I guess that's mission impossible. Hey, release the block, please. And he heals up. No, he doesn't. No. Okay. Proceed? Yes, proceed. I'm on the debate on whether or not I want to go to blacksmith and get myself enemy sensor. I've seen this mission 4 times already, and I already see that there is not going to be any changes when it comes to enemies. Like, even the first enemy is the same that I fought. Like, ooh. My patience is running out, seriously. It's like, hey, we have 108 missions and then 30 more missions. Hey, but how many of those will going to repeat themselves? It doesn't really matter. We got variety, but you don't. what we do. But your stages and enemies repeat themselves for 4 times, not even halfway through the underworld. Oh, but that doesn't matter. But it does. But it doesn't. First you have to spend so much time through skipping those difficulties that didn't... There is this thing called the test of time, and with more DLCs those difficulties became meaningless. So everyone is just rushing to get to Dream of the Nioh, and that's it. Fucking range, man. 3 Gakis and a Schnoz. I just started. This is so obnoxious with those Gakis and their 0.5 second dash attacks. He's on the ground and bam. One shot. Then as soon as I get resurrected, I of course get sucked into attack from which I cannot run away, because I'm too close to that attack. Oh my... now I'm mad. I'm not mad about losing souls. About level ups, I don't care at this point. Just fucking mad how many attacks I did, and how is his horn still intact? Even the hammer, even a full combo, his horn is still intact. Try number 3. For the purpose of no reason. Because Gakis are obnoxious pieces of shit. Yeah. He's going to despawn anyway, so... All because with him there are 3 Gakis. All because of that. And take a look, they don't even aggro here. They're just standing there like idiots. It's very convenient that you guys don't even aggro. But I mean, this game already had... It was proved that this game has very bad aggro range on certain enemies. Certain enemies will going to aggro from several kilometers away from you, but others will not even going to notice you beating the hell out of their comrades, like underneath their noses. So yeah, I'm not even going to touch the subject of aggro range of the enemies. It's bad, and let's leave it like that. I like hammer and all. My god. The tracking is very bad. The tracking is... It's a disaster. Where the hell are you going? The tracking is so bad, it never was good. Whiffing on a target that is standing like straight, like near you. Three buffs. Ah, okay, 3 buffs. Yeah, we share the same bond. Bounded to this game with chains. Chains of chaos. No, I am going to reference that game that they are trying to... That new game that they are doing. Epic Chaos! Well, I mean, yeah, I can dodge one attack, block the other and die, because all of my stamina is going to disappear from that second hit. Welcome to the world of having light armor and not being able to block anything. It's pretty much obvious at this point. Also, welcome to having garbage dodge in light armor, in medium and high stance. It was yesterday when I fought this guy, right? Yeah. I'm invincible during grab range. I mean, during grab animation. Of course, all I get. He doesn't even care about me. God bless him. Wait, he... Yes. Jump. Command grabs are such a shitty move. We're not in a fighting game, by the way, where they actually have meaning. How exactly did I need to understand that I was the target for his attack and not my companion? Phew. Got him. How much inventory space do I have? I should have enough. Yeah, half an inventory. Well, somebody really ran out of ideas for new missions. And no, it's not me nitpicking. What they could have done, if they want to have so many missions that repeat themselves, if some missions are going to repeat themselves, why not make so that there is going to be less missions overall? And like, if a person wants to farm them, let him farm. It shouldn't be like, oh, if it's that mission, like for example this one, I can get something from this mission. This mission appears in floor, say for example, 1, 15, 45, 76, 97, 102. Why not make it so that it's one, but say for example it appears like at stage number 5 and that's it? Who the fuck cares if it's going to be like 7 or 77? Just seriously. That would shorten the amount of stages that you need to beat to get to those 30 stages. That will be like after this. And it would be less stressful on the players who just don't want to replay the same, literally the same stuff all over again. Nope. It's me. And I'm not the one to design this. It just feels so unnecessary. It really is. Second fireball was useless there. Yeah, so there's going to be a corrupted snakehead below me. Not the corrupted snakehead, but the regular one. Ah, yes, I forgot he can shoot. Yeah, so all in all, that's a second buff for me. And another chest for me. It's just that it feels strange. Like, I mean, you're still going to end up in that place where, like, you pass 108 stages, and then there is going to be 30 stages more. I mean, those stages are going to be pretty much the same stuff, only with tougher enemies. And more colored enemies. Even he is laughing over the fact that point-blank attack actually doesn't hit. I don't know, to me personally, this game was prolonged for way too much. It should be shortened for like at least 40%. Just removing that unnecessary stuff that is tedious and very repetitive. Shortcut. I'm going to open it. Yes, only two. Because one got stuck in the rock and never appeared in this world. I'm pretty sure that if I check what exactly is different between this stage on the floor, whatever it was before, and this stage on the floor that we are right now, the only difference is going to be they have a bit higher health, damage, and overall the amount of loot, not its quality, is going to be a little bit higher. Of course, the game is not going to tell you about this in the game itself, because why would it? It never explains anything to begin with. Another shortcut. Well, I am close towards the end of the mission. I've said this before, and I'm going to say this one more time. Biggest problem with the progression system of this game lies with the fact that player has no legit way to change the randomness of the stat that he is getting on his loot. This should not be the case, or at least this should be somewhat more manageable. Like, you should get better stats on equipment with the amount, like, you go higher into depths, into underworld, you get better stats on your gear. Don't just get more gear but with the same shitty stats like it is right now. You should get better equipment in general with good stats. And no need for those Kadama runs just to get another accessory. Kadama save scams. Like, I mean, not Kadamas, but Sudamas. Sudamas save scam, run to it and get the accessory that you need. Hello there and welcome. Is this a chest with Mimic? Thank God it's not a chest with Mimic. Yeah, but the fact that I cannot change, I cannot inherit a stat if I already have on the weapon or a piece of equipment, if I have the stat that can be transferred into another one, I cannot transfer a new one onto this one that has transferable stat. It's so just... no, you can't. I already tried at blacksmith. It only applies to items. I will going to show it to you. After I will going to kill this boss, I will going to show it to you. It's another one of these. Thought you got lucky, think again. Well, all of his copies went to hunt my companion. Okay, let me show it to you again. So I go into blacksmith. Soul match weapon. Where is my Kusarigama? There it is. Where's that axe? See? It doesn't change. It doesn't change. I have one more idea. So let me put it on standard, for example, like standard, and try it like this. Nope. But the way it works, say for example, I grab this thing. See? That's how it works. So you also, if you want to transfer bonus that has this thing here. Yep. But you know what's the problem? Say, for example, my Kusarigama always has transferable effect. The ones with purity always have it. Like I have one second here. I'm going to get this one back. And I'm going to show you another Kusarigama with purity that I have. Not blacksmith, shrine. Not the shrine. In hut. And storehouse. Where are my Kusarigamas? They're here. have a lot of them. And unfortunately, most of them have transferable stat. See, like the corruption has transferable stat. This one has, and this one has. This one does not, but it's bare bones. This one has, again with corruption. Mitsuyo Kusarigama always has transferable stat. Say, for example, another one with purity would be Earthfall Kusarigama, but again, it has effect which will going to negate the possibility of me using it. Yeah. Like, this is a big... Well, it's good for you, but it's not good for me. See, this one changes. This one does not. If only the game would actually tell me what the fuck is going on, instead of, again, forcing me to... This one with corruption. And a different grace. Well, I can try to max it out just to see if it has to be like only... So you cannot transfer stat from different types of weapons. So, for example, from axe you cannot transform a stat to Kusarigama. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to see if it's actually the case. But that would be even more like... Well, I just don't get it. Let me grab various Kusarigamas and see how it works. Arrow pointed to a star. Transform bonus constitution. Wait, this means that they both have to be like from the same. I mean, they all have to have familiarity maxed out, right? Well, that's. But this, with transform bonus hard, it was from. It didn't have purity. Rarity inheritance. Okay. So what exactly? Arrow pointing to transform bonus. You mean this one? Transform bonus constitution. I also had transform bonus stamina, but with block as a star effect. This one at least has break. This one had transform bonus hard. The problem is hard is not the stat that I'm using. So I should go for... I also should get this maxed out. Okay. I think I got it. I think I need to max out this one, max out this one, and this one. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try, but not promising anything. This system is confusing as hell. Like, wow. Transform bonus. Nope. Okay. Maxing out familiarity. Okay, I'll max this one, and I will going to be maxing out this one as well. If only the game explained how it works by itself. If only. But I guess I am asking too much. I'm going to level up both at once. This way it would be faster. I just want to get those buffs at least first, and third buff to level 5. But anyway, this system is just so bizarrely confusing. It's confusing, and it's confusing for the wrong reasons. Yeah, they only work in the boss rooms. I know that. Increases anima. Amrita restores the familiarity level of an equipped weapon. What do you mean restore the familiarity? Do I lose familiarity? Ah, here it is. I'm going to try and use it. Of course. fun part is going to be when I will not going to be able to, even with those manipulations, I will not going to be able to do it. But I mean, I always have a game to blame because, hey, if the game doesn't tell you, where exactly to look for this, how the hell would you know? And no, I'm not speaking about wiki or anything. I mean, in what era are we living in? Where to get info, I need to search for it in other places. Like, I mean, I can do that. It's no problem. It's just the problem that this info is not in the game because they were really lazy to add this information in here to begin with. And when it's something that is not done because of laziness, I will not going to tolerate it. It's just that simple. No, Sudama, I don't want to give you anything and I don't want to receive anything from you. Sharpening a sword raises familiarity. Yeah, their duration is kinda short, that's why. Yep, sure thing. What? Where did you came from? The fuck, I barely even do any damage to him. See, that's another problem that I have. What can be worse than enemy who is going to use his hyper armor to completely ignore your hits? An enemy who is going to be tanky as shit, but at the same time he is not going to even do anything. He's just going to be standing there and receiving hits without any ways for him to retaliate. Okay, I got this one quite high. Might as well switch to the one that I had. Use another one of those items. Because I'm not done with leveling up yet. No, it was maxed out fully. See, it's 999, just like mine. It's the second one that wasn't maxed out, but I left it. Okay. You're fucking kidding me. What? By whom? Where? Fuck this bullshit. One web from a spider, no stamina. Then another attack, no stamina. All that while also having faster recovery after having no stamina. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you get up faster, sometimes you don't. Well, at least I do not have to fight against that guy anymore. I'm a little bit closer, yep. Oh. Huh? How? How did you end up here? What the fuck? There is no second... What? But there was no... Okay. That enemy did not belong here at all. This is so stupid. Like, you want me to believe that he got to me through the invisible wall or something? He was going into this direction. And I know for a fact that there is no way that he could have gotten to me. Even if he goes here, there is no way he can get to me. Get from behind me. Magic. Enemies do not obey to the rules of this game. Rules that have been set up by the game can be ignored. Oh, but seriously, how did he end up behind me? Stop spinning around. Okay, so 2 of those. Max familiarity. I want this one also. with Gray's inheritance. I don't know if it's going to work. It sounds stupid, if you ask me. All of that procedure just to... do something that should be done with just a push of a button or something like this, but nope. Some items magically do not allow you to transfer it, some do. Please, like, say, you are not able to do this because this. But I mean, I'm asking too much from a perfect game. From a perfect game perspective, like, it should be like this. It should be tedious, it should not have any kind of logical explanation to why you cannot do one thing. No wonder there was a person who said, like, you have to have big IQ to figure this one out, yeah. I already figured one thing. Is that they definitely didn't even care if the person is actually going to struggle with this. Got the final buff. Sweet. I won't be able to get the max familiarity out of this boss fight though. Okay. She was aiming straight at me while I was trying to drink sake just to remove those debuffs. Oh. And she's dead. Nice. But I still need to beat one more stage. Okay, something like this. Yep. Okay. Wow. Got hit with the same treatment. Both lightning and slot talisman. Live in slow motion. Now just you wait. That's one buff, 3 more to go. I think... No, I didn't miss anything here. Oh, I even got the soul core. I even got killed because I didn't pay attention. Well, at least she got debuffed. After they miss you with this grab, they're running so far away and keep running into a wall. Putting themselves in not such a great place to be in. Another one of those buffs is outside. I go here and I go here. Almost there. Almost. I missed all 3 hits. It's an attack that's supposed to hit in a circle. And yet all 3 hits just whiffed. Okay. I press dodge, come on. Well, at least I'll get my 3 buffs from that encounter. And the last buff, yep, all 4 of them. I'm still going to go and fight the guy again. Or not. Well, can't really get to him from this side, but I'm going to go to him from the other side. Okay. And I ran into him. Just went and ran into his attack. And now he's going to die. He didn't got the quick rise though. That's the second time, I believe, I see this boss stage. I thought they actually going to stop reusing the old one. They didn't. Okay. He's surely not liking that. Can't even regen stamina properly. Oh, I still died. Okay, now I can go and check my Kusarigamos. If it's actually going to change anything. Yes, so I'm going to remove this and this. I'm going to a blacksmith. Do a soul match. Now where are they? This is the stuff that I was using. Transform bonus constitution. Well, let's see. Nope. The end result is still going to be the one with constitution. Okay, now that doesn't work. Different one. Stamina. The end result is still going to be... No, it's going to be Constitution. Oh, but it's going to be Constitution because it's two of a same... Those were two Kusarigamos. Okay. I'm not gonna bother with it now. I'm gonna try to do it off stream. This is confusing as hell and I don't even want to bother with it. Okay, let's go onwards. Oh, double ultimate. Magic and courage. On to floor 49. 48. 48. Cannot get this one yet. I don't know, this should have been explained inside the game. One stat changes, another one doesn't change. Or even better yet, let me just remove the stat that I don't want from the weapon, so that I don't have to bother with it anymore. Say for example, I want to get rid of active skill damage here. I should go to the blacksmith, pay him a specific resource, and he removes it for me. It shouldn't be like, oh, this changes with this, this doesn't change with that, and stuff like this. I don't really care how much of a one-shot, not one-shot builds people were dealing in Nioh 1. Oh, shoot. From here he can. From here he can. And from here also. Okay. Well, I know that I need to get to them. Because all that thing, like complexing the system of simple things, I want to change one stat to another, just because some people somewhere have made some broken builds. It's like, It's like in Diablo 2, making so that, I don't know, rune words are entirely changes because some rune words were more powerful than the other one, and people were using them for the sake of making their lives easier. That's why we are going to make sure that the system of changing one thing into another is going to be absurdly complex. I wanted to burst counter, but what I got was definitely not. There you go. Or if you don't want to make it easier for a player to understand how this whole inheritance works, when you combine two items and you see that you cannot combine them, it should be like one sentence. What with what is not working? And why? That removes such a huge amount of weight out of the player's shoulders so that he is not going to have to bother with looking this whole stuff up. Because I'm definitely here not to make some one-shot builds or something like that. Here just to understand how the system works. And that's it. And anyway, all of those one turn kill builds and something like this, both in here and in Nioh 1, are all the product of basically not the most fair tactics. Because say, for example, if you're following people who are doing builds for this game, have you noticed the trend, like, about the fact that they're not creating new characters or something like that? Most of the builds started to appear, like powerful builds started to appear when the PC version of the game has started to release. Wonder why? Well, there are trainers, there are cheat engines that allow you to get whatever stat you want in the amount whatever you want, and of course they will going to have like the most powerful outcome and stuff like that. So when it comes to legitimacy of those builds, like if I see that a person has like 3-star effects with the best star effects that he can get. I will going to ask question, like, where did he get all that? And no saying, like, I've been farming for 100 hours, but you literally have, like, several... You're releasing builds in, like, 1 or 2 per week or so. In this game, do you want me to believe that this is actually legit stuff? Of course not. With how bullshit random this whole system is when it comes to progression. Sure. I believe that you got so lucky. Like, I'm not blaming them for doing those builds. Like, it's all good. It's just showing potential. It's just you have to understand that if you play legit, you're not going to get to those numbers. No way in hell you will. And it's not because you play bad or something like this. It's just, if you are not using those things, cheat engines and all that stuff, you're never going to get to those amounts. And by the way, it's not about that. I thought dodging there was a good idea. And maybe it was, but in the wrong direction. I don't know, something so simple as changing stats should not involve you to gather 10 different weapons of the same time and to just to get that stat that you want transferred from the other weapon. This game already has the worst progression system yet. That is 10 times more random than any MMORPG can even think of. And no, it's not a good thing. Because that's technically what actually driving people into using those different methods of acquiring stats that a person would want. I believe on the previous stream I have been speaking about this, but imagine, like, say you're playing Diablo 2 and you want to get, I don't know, staff for wizards, for sorcerers, I mean. Oh my god. Okay, so you want to get that item. You've been farming for it for like 70 hours or something like that. And then you finally got it. But what you get was actually a staff with strength, with bonuses to Barbarian Whirlwind and something like this. And I know it's not possible to get something like this, but just to show you the absurd of gaining items in this game. That's 100 hours wasted or something like that. How many you needed to get that item. And that's just one flavor of randomness, compared to the fact that here you also have to deal with the fact that it has locked stat. I cannot remove it from the item or change it to something that I would want. Why? Well, it's because someone is creating builds that can one-shot people, and it's to balance those things out. So I personally would definitely not agree with the fact that it doesn't prevent one-shot builds to appear. It doesn't. They appear otherwise, but they still appear and they still exist, even in this game. It just turned from those one-shot builds that appeared in more or less legit sort of fashion, of people inheriting different stats into their items, into those items, like basically people just have whatever items they have, and they just... I will change this stat to this stat, this stat to this stat. If the game doesn't allow me to do so, I will going to do this myself, and then I will going to say that, no, I farmed. I've been Sudama running for several weeks straight, right? You want somebody to believe in that. Okay, so none of the elements is going to work on him, just the purity buff will going to apply, and that's it. It's more about withering him down. Can't help but notice that when he goes on those pillars, companion will just going to stay there and do nothing. Come on. Look, he's just standing there. Okay. Enough for today. Companion's reaction to him just hopping on pillar is... I'm confused, I'm just going to stay there doing nothing. Even though he is a dual hatchet user, so he can technically throw something in him and do something, but nope. But the boss was more or less tolerable, considering the fact that you cannot apply a status alignment on him, and I'm still more inclined to think that the counter element against him is definitely corruption, not the purity. Corruption should deal with him quite well. But anyway, So guys, as promised, this was the last stream from me for the Nioh 2. I haven't managed to get to the Underworld all the way up to 108, but in the future, on recording of course, so that you can see the progress on YouTube, you will be able to see how far have I managed to go to. There will be videos with me and my brother discussing our thoughts and opinions about the game in the form of podcasts. We will going to talk about story, about gameplay elements, what worked, what did not work, why did it work, and why some other things did not work. So if you'll be interested in that, either on streams or on videos, you're going to be able to check that. There will be both positives and negative sides, so that we can share like both good and bad opinions about this game and what we think about the future of the studio that made this game. And not only this game, but Happy Chaos is going to be released from them somewhere in the future, and it already looks atrocious with graphics that are even worse than Nioh 1 and 2. Holy hell, with the most cringiest trailer and stuff like that. Like, damn, and it's rushed. Again, rushed. Just like this game was rushed, that game that they're doing for Final Fantasy Origins, so to speak, is also rushed. Why? With whom you're competing? Who is making you to do such things? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm in gaming industry of starting from like 2018, 2019 and above, and especially 2020, 21. I just don't know what happens with gaming industry. It's just dying, and it produces massive wastes in form of very bad games. I don't know. I don't know what's the reason for that, and I don't know where it's going to go to, but it doesn't look pretty, and I'm very worried because throughout my whole life I've been into gaming, and I like various genres, just so that the game, if the game is good, I don't care whether its genre is shooter, action, strategy. Like, if the game is good, it's good. Like, I play it. If like we live in a strange world. We live in a strange world full of strange things that are happening. But anyway, guys, thank you for being here today. Wish you have a great weekend. And we will see with you in the future, whether you will be watching videos or you will going to see what other games are we planning to stream. It's your choice. I will be grateful to see you all next time. Thank you for being here today. Like, subscribe, all that stuff if you want to. Check our social media accounts and have a good one. Until we meet again.